the system is set up in a way that it basically means whoever has the deeper pockets can go longer than the one who doesn't, because one of them is going to crash, and it's usually the one who has less money. Where did we lose the actual intent from the Constitution to protect that and really have equal justice for all? Because equal justice for all, to me, means that you also have a system in place where you cap some of these costs so that the costs are the same for everyone, and not just keep the ones with the deeper pocket longer in the race to make the other one dead.
The point that you're making is a very good one, because what we found is this thing called industry capture. So you have all these agencies of the government, over 250 different agencies of the federal government. And those agencies are in large measure effectively co-opted and controlled by the very parties they're supposed to regulate. So you end up with a Food and Drug Administration that approves unsafe drugs, a Food and Drug Administration that's impervious to criticism of unsafe drugs, a whole industry establishment that has put into the population this vaccine, which even the Ninth Circuit has held is not really a vaccine, and has caused massive injury. But we were all told it was safe and effective. We were all given and we have this whole industry complex developed around this endless vaccination system with the COVID vaccine. The point is that destroys individual rights and our republic just as much as the movement to communism does. Communism is more devastating for the whole population, impoverishes everybody, whereas this creates a class of people who are protected from competition. What we're really talking about is this co-optation of government that happens, everything from the Federal Communications Commission to the EPA ultimately, over and over again in our history. Industry gains control over an agency, invariably, because those who are in the agency, where do they go when they leave? They have to go into the industry, or they'll go into education supported by the industry or whatever. So they choose winners and losers, and they choose to protect certain parties' economic interests at the expense of others. This destroys competition. This destroys the functioning of a free enterprise system. This destroys innovation. This makes goods and services cost more because they limit the supply. You have a genius who comes up with a solution to a vexing problem like cancer of one kind or another. He can't get his invention into the marketplace because it costs over $1 billion to get a new drug approved. Why is it $1 billion? Because the FDA has all these barriers to market entry that they put in there to protect the big drug companies from any competition. This is the way it works.
And that actually is the very core essence of fascism. It's the merger of corporate and state.